Before this video, I've never heard of the company Blitzwolf. As it turns out, they offer a wide variety of products, ranging from USB data cables to IP security cameras. Now, this is in no way a commercial for them, I'm only sharing what I've learned. A product they also offer is a 120GB SSD. So in today's video, I'm going to do some simple tests to find out if this budget-friendly SSD can provide some decent performance. The Blitzwolf BW-D1 120GB SSD can be purchased from a website called banggood.com. It has a regular cost of $54. However, the Blitzwolf rep who sent it to me did provide me with a code to get $10 off that price. So, working with a price of $44, the Blitzwolf SSD cost about the same as a SanDisk 120GB drive, along with a few other lesser-known brands. Now, I don't have the SanDisk to directly compare it to, but I did want to find its place in the market within the same price range. The Blitzwolf SSD uses a standard 2.5-inch form factor, supports ECC, wear leveling, trim, smart, and RAID. It uses a regular SATA 3 connection and claims to have speeds of 500 megabytes per second read with 400 write. It uses regular TLC NAND flash, a Marvel 88 NV120 controller, and comes with an 18-month warranty. So with all that out of the way, the real question is, how well does it perform being such a budget-friendly SSD? Starting off with Crystal DiskMart, I was able to get 537 megabytes per second read with 369 write. Falling a little bit short of its advertised write speeds, but giving it back to me with a little bit better read speeds. I was able to confirm these numbers with the AutoDisk benchmark, but I found out that it doesn't really start to perform well until right around 64 kilobytes. Now, comparing this to something like my Samsung Evo drive, which has much better performance with lower file sizes, makes me think that the Blitzwolf might suffer a bit in applications where it needs to read a lot of smaller files. As for example, a Plex Media Server cache drive that might have a ton of small files for poster art previews or even metadata. I also ran this drive through the As SSD benchmark tool, but I was met with a little lower results than my other two tests. Not sure how to take that, but I did want to include that anyways. Now, I did compare this SSD to an Evo drive, which in every test the Evo drive came out ahead. However, this is kind of unfair because the Evo drive uses Samsung's vNAND technology that by design should always be faster. However, the 120GB Evo drive does cost $88, twice as much as the Blitzwolf. So for the cost, you could technically get two Blitzwolf SSDs, run them in RAID 0, and get much faster performance, at least with some applications, like using that RAID as an editing drive for video projects, for example. For me, for now, I plan on using this drive in a Plex video that I am working on as a Plex data and transcoding drive. Because even though it may not compare to an SSD that costs twice as much, it still holds its own pretty well for the cost. It could be a decent solution for a budget SSD. For example, it could work great as a dedicated Plex transcoding drive. The only downside I see, aside from the small file performance, is the limited warranty only being 18 months, whereas the SanDisk offers a 3-year warranty for the same cost, at least for now. I mean, prices of SSDs like to change all the time, so in the future, this might be the better option, especially if they decide to warranty it for a bit longer. But that's it for today, guys. Thank you for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe below, and have a great day.